Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, continuing the series SNCF 30710. We explained about identity policy and how we can integrate the FMC with Active Directory using the user agent. But as we said that Cisco is highly recommended to use the ISE, Cisco ISE. So why we need to integrate FMC with Cisco ISE? Because when you have ISE in your environment, so all the authentication and the profiling and postures will be through ISE. So any user will be joining your network. Of course, he has to pass through ISE. Actually, the topic is very big, and today's video, I need your highly concentration because it's not an easy and it's not difficult, but it's all about certificates and PKI and many things we will talk. Now, let me go to our topology and let's explain like little bit theory how we will what we will do. So, okay. Now, uh, previously we have FMC. We installed user agent in any node or PC in our network. So the user agent was pulling the users and the group from the Active Directory and send it to the FMC, and we created the identity policy and we applied per username. Great. Now the situation is a little bit different. What we will do is we have a lovely ISE here. We want to make a setup for it. So our video today, just we want to make our Windows server as certificate authority. We will issue a certificate from Windows Server and we will install it inside ISE. This is the signed one for ISO Trusted. And after that, we will generate a self-signed request certificate certificate signing request, and we will integrate it with the certificate authority, and after that we'll install it with the ISE. We will join ISE to the domain controller. We will let it to be a member of domain controller, and we will let the ISE to grab all the users there. Great. After that, FMC, we will integrate it with the certificate authority, and we will let it to contact or communicate with ISE through the certificate authority. So there is FMC also. We will issue a certificate, and the certificate will install it inside the Windows server. Let's start a bit and to see what we can do. The video will be like a little bit long today. So let me give me the mouse, close this one, put it aside. So first of all, let's make an initial setup for the ISE. Core switch, I don't want it. Core switch to I don't want it. Okay, ISE, enter. Great. This is telling you, please type setup to configure the application. So I will obey and type setup. Great. Down, enter hostname for the ISE. I will name it ISE. Enter IP address for the ISE. As you remember, we were putting the IP address for the ISE, we put it in VLAN 40. So I will give it 192.168.40.200. Enter mask /24, we will make it. Default gateway, the gateway will be 192.168.40.1, and we created initially in our early videos. Do you want to configure IPv6 address? No. Enter the full DNS domain. Great. The DNS, you should put it the Windows server, because from the beginning of our lab, we made our Windows server as a DNS server. So it will be that 192.168.30.200. This is the Windows Server IP address. Enter default DNS domain. Our domain name is ccie.local. Great. Enter primary name server. Primary name server will be the 192.168, the server itself, our Windows server. Add secondary name server, yes. Enter secondary name server, it will be Google. No, for third one, no, I don't want. Okay, enter NTP server time.net. Okay, I prefer to take the time from Windows server to avoid any problem, because if you have a time different, or your integration will be failed. So 192.168.30.200. Great. Add another NTP, no. Enter system time zone, Asia/Dubai. Enable SSH, enable it, doesn't matter. Yes. Enter username, admin, the default. Enter password, put a desired password for it. Enter password again to confirm the password. Okay. Now it takes time to getting up and to do everything. So until this time, let us work on the Windows server. So I want to make this Windows server a certificate authority. So I have to go to add rules and features from here, or from manage, add rules and features. Next, next, next. Okay. Here we will find Active Directory Certificate Services. Selected, add features. Great. Next. There is, it's not here. Active Directory Certificate Services. Okay. Lightweight, no. Okay. Click next. Anything here? I don't think so. Next. Next. Great. Here you must do certificate, click on certificate enrollment web services. Certificate, no, sorry. This is the must. Certificate authority web enrollment. Okay, I will tell you what it is once we finish. Next, install. So now, what we are doing by this, we're installing these rules and features that will make the server the certificate authority. Then this will issue the certificate that everyone will be communicated securely with each other. Great. So until then, let me. Okay, from Windows Server now, I will open all the panels. Like I will open the FMC and the eyes. So FMC, let me open it from here. Okay, admin, accept, and existing session. Okay, let me see what's happened with the eyes. Okay, gateway ping failed. Retry. Yes, failed. Why failed? If I go to devices here, so till now what happened? Why is it slow? Okay. Uh, so start checking here your domain name, the information that you put it, and start pinging your gateway to check all this information, but it failed. It failed for a reason. Let me see what is the reason for that. Of course, the reasons from not here, just I want to see the interfaces. Okay, here as a sub interface, we created the gateway 192.168.40.1 and it's belong to inside zone and it's green, so it's fine. So let's go to here to assign it to a VLAN port E1/0, the interface that connected to the ISE. So conft interface E1/0 switch port mode switch port mode access switch port access VLAN 40, and I believe that I have to show VLAN brief. Yes, VLAN 40 is ISE already be created. Great. Spanning tree for fast. Okay, do WR. Now show run interface E1/0. So it's in VLAN 40, it's fine. Let's do the test again in the eyes, and let's see. Gateway ping failed, retry, yes. Enter IP address. Okay, 192.168. Okay, what he means? He means that he wants to ping using the ISE IP address. Let's see. Enter gateway. Now bring up network interfaces. So it's a checking. I'm just trying to ping the. I think it should be ping. Let me try to ping from server to ISE. CMD. Oh, great, there is a ping right now. Yes, hopefully it's fine. having the ability to ping. Hello, why it's ping? Because it's inside the it's under the inside zone. So previously I made the intervenant routing between the server and the inside zone. So automatically it's pinging. Hello, for you guys, don't forget to make access control rule to ping. We created both access control rule before, one from inside to DMZ and one from DMZ to inside DMZ because our server is inside the DMZ. Great, now installing applications because it's fine, it succeeded, it's having the ability to ping. So let me go to the server. I think I was on the server. No, here. Okay. Let's see what happened with the rule. Okay, great. Feature and server configuration provided. Okay, successfully. Uh, let's click on the triangle. Configure Active Directory. Okay, next. Select role service, both, and enrollment. Next. Enterprise CA, root CA, yes, root CA. Create a new private key, okay. SHA-256. Okay. Common name for the CA, fine. Distinguished name. Okay, all the default. Select validity period for the certificate 5 years, more than enough. Certificate database location, okay. Configure. So now it will be configured. Let's see what's going on with the ISE. Okay, unbundling application is still doing great. Self-authority configuration succeeded. Self-authority web enrollment. So what is the web enrollment that I told you? When you want to access to download the certificate from the server, we will use the IP address for the server itself. It's like this, and we will use cert serve, the IP address of the server /cert srv. Okay, so you will enter it here. String, you put the administrator password, administrator. Great. So this is the page that we are dealing with. That's why I told you to install the web. Great. Leave it. So now we have the web and we have ISE here. And close this one. Minimize. Okay. It's still getting up. Just let me pause it because it's very important to finish the ISE first, and after that we will continue. So I will pause the video and I will come back to you. So ISE is up and running now. So let me check show application status ISE. Let me see if the service is running, not running, not running, not running, still not running. Of course, this step is taking time. This also will not allow me to access the ISE via the web for the application server here. I need it to be running. So we will wait a bit. Still not running. It will take time. From now, let me work with the Windows Server. Where is the Windows Server here? Great. Let me go to the certificate Active Directory here, certificate authority. It's launching the certificate authority. Great. So inside it, I can see the issued certificate. Here there is no any issued certificate. So we'll start working with the ISE and FMC. Then the self-issued certificate will be appearing here. Let me go to the certificate template. And here I want to create one template for the ISE and the FMC. Wait, let me go to manage. Yes, this template, it will be a duplicate from web server. Right click, duplicate template. So in the subject and name, no. Request handling, also no. General, okay, general. I wanted to change the name. We can make it ICE dash PixGrid. The PixGrid actually, it's a name. This is a name here, but what PixGrid in the ISE, as you studied in the SCORE course, but this is like when ISE want to communicate with a third party and like Cisco devices. So it is using the PixGrid, and of course it needs for a license. So validity period 2 years, you can put it 5 years, whatever. 2 years for us is enough. Apply. Okay. And there is one more step, request handling maybe. No. Server. Also not server. Compatibility, no. General. Microsoft RSA, no, not this one. And also not this one. Extension. Yes, inside the extension. Here, this template is only for server authentication. I need it to be for server and the client authentication. Okay, because the PixGrid is working with server authentication and the client authentication. And this is will throw you an error if you use a template with only server authentication or user authentication. It will tell you on the ISE this certificate cannot be issued because it's required to have both server authentication and client authentication as per the key, I don't know what. So let me edit, add. Here I should see client, no, not here. The things actually I didn't work with it too much, so that's why it will take time. So application, okay, edit, add, client authentication here, yes. So here client and server now, it's okay. So now client and server, apply, okay. So close it, go to here the template, right click, no, here, new, certificate template to issue, and choose the one that the template that you use, ISE PixGrid. Now it's here. Great. So we created the template. Let's see what's going on with the ISE now. Mhm. Still not running. It should not take all this time. All not running also. Let me pause until it's finished and I will come back to you. So here it's running now. Database listener running, database server running, and this is what I care actually about application server because this will give me the ability to access the eyes from the GUI. Let's go to server. This is the server. Okay, let me open here 192.168.40.200. Great. Now eyes is here. We'll put the username and password. You set it in the initial setup. So now it's loading the eyes. Sorry. Great. These are the license. It has several license for eyes. Everyone is responsible for something. Like you have the base license, and it's giving you like 89 days. Great. Plus license expiring. Plus license actually we need it for our topic today, the Pixie Grid and the PKI certificate integration between the eyes and Certificate Authority and FMC. Apex license, device admin license, okay, everything. Cisco is giving us 89 as a virtual machine to test it and work on it. So accept and close. Great. This is the eyes. Um, okay. First of all, what I want is I want to integrate eyes with certificate authority. Eyes with Windows Server. When I'm saying certificate authority, it means Windows Server because Windows Server is the one who's going to initiate the certificate and signed the certificate for others. Okay, so the communication will be secure. So in the eyes here, I want to integrate with Windows Server. Let's go to see how we can do that. Administration, go to deployment. Okay. In the deployment, here is the node. Okay, this node is a standalone mode. To register other nodes, you must first edit the node and change administrator role to primary. Great. This is first thing if I have like another eyes and I want to make a failover or cluster between them. So standalone cannot be working with us. And one more thing, so I have to change it to a primary to make it a primary. One more thing also, if I have only one eyes and I want to do what I'm doing right now, the certificate and PixGrid, I want to enable PixGrid, so it has to be primary. It cannot be standalone. So select the node, your node eyes, edit. Great. Now the FQDN, this is very important, is eyes.ccie.local. This is our domain. Okay. We can also enable the pixel grid here and make it a primary. Okay. Save. Pixel grid has to be enabled for what we are doing because the integration between FMC and eyes should be through pixel grid. Now it's saving. Area. not take this long. Okay, it's letting me down here. It saved successfully. Let me go a little bit up. Uh, if I go to Pixelgrade services here, so I want to see what is the Pixelgrade services enabled. Now, no connectivity to Pixelgrade node. Client status is unavailable. Unreliable. Okay. So here I want to join the ISE with the Active Directory. Let's go to external identity. Okay, I've selected the Active Directory. Add. So simply it's telling you like join point name. Uh, give it any name. For example, AD. Active Directory domain. CCIE. .local. Submit. Would you like to join ISE nodes to this Active Directory? I can say yes from now, or if I press no, I can come here and click on ISE and click join. So, Active Directory username, put your administrator username in the Active Directory, put the desired password, historic credential. Credential will be used for domain control at GC that will be monitored. If not checked, then credential will have to be entered separately. Okay, store it, why not? Failed, please click for further. Okay, let's see why it's failed. Description, a clock is detected with Active Directory server, support device, joining the domain CCIE using user administrator, add, okay, the spelling is right. Searching for DC in domain CCIE.local. Great, found DC. Okay, let's find it. Client site is default first site name. DC site is default first site name. Checking credentials for user administrator. Getting account administrator added. So what is the problem? Again, let's check it. Join. Do not save. AD username. Type administrator at CCIE. Local. Could be like this. Okay. Again failed. What is the failure for that? Clock? What's the problem with the clock? Let me go to settings. Here in the settings, let me see the time. If this is the problem. Inside, this is inside the identity. Okay, system, settings, system time. Mm, it should be taking right. Let me 192.168.30.200 save. So if I go to show clock, it's 7 October. The time is wrong. Why? Mhm. So I have here the time. It's wrong. It's not that the same with the server. It's not. It's 5:42, and here I have 9:42. How we can update it? I cannot pick the host name, clock. Oh, here time zone. I already set it. I want to set the time. Identity store interface. Sorry. It should take the show clock. Why it's not grabbing the time? Okay, this is the entropy. I put it manually. Okay, let me do one thing to not make the video longer. Let me pause it. See what. Just wait for the updating the time, and I will come back to you to resume it. Okay, what I did is I wrote a clock set, and I set the clock manually. So show clock now. It is the same. Hope it will be working. Let me see. Okay, accept. Uh, Administration. It was external identity sources. When you change the time, it's asking you to restart the ICE. Let's see. Hope now it will be working. As local, join, username. Completed. Great. So if you remember when I started, I told you the time has to be synchronized with the Active Directory. Great. What I did is I joined the ICE to the domain controller. So if I go to now to the server, I'm on the server actually. If I go to tools, uh, Active Directory users and computer, Okay, see here it's ISE now. So ISE joined, so the server discovered ISE and ISE.ccie.local, etc. Great. Uh, what we did is we we joined the ISE to the CA or the server. Now let me go to the server here. In the server, as I to remind you, uh, I want to access the Microsoft Active Directory set of services by typing the IP address for the server /cert serve or cert srv. So now I want to download a certificate, and this download is base 64, and click on download CA certificate. Okay, it downloaded down, show. Okay, so it's in the download folder. I want to rename it. Rename it anything like AD CA AD Certificate Authority. Great. So it's here now. I want to go to now to ISE to insert it inside the ISE. So administration, certificates, okay. Inside the certificate, there are some certificates that ISE created by itself, one for PixGrid and another one for messaging services and another one for, I don't know, authentication, etc. And it has trusted certificates. There are so many trust certificates is here. So in the trust certificates, I want to import and I want ISE to trust the certificate from the certificate authority. So ISE will say, yes, okay, you are the certificate authority, so I know you now. Okay, so the certificate now here. Print the name, give it any name. I will give it the same. If you keep it blank, it will take the file name. Okay, AD-CA. Trust for authentication with ISE, yes. And I can make it actually for client authentication and syslog. Trust for authenticate Cisco services. Let's click submit here. So the certificate is here now and it's trusted. Now I want to generate a certificate, a self-signed request certificate from ISE. I will go to the certificate signing request and I will click here generate certificate signing request. Okay. Here, certificate will be used for what? Multi-use. And you want to use this certificate for everything, for integration the ISE with third party, for clients when the clients want to join the ISE to do it, users, administrators. If you click here, admin, EAP authentication, Radius portal, Pixigri, ISE message services, ISE root CA, etc. So when I click, you can click it only for Pixigrid. If you want just to use it for the integration, I will use it multi-use. If I use it later for everything, so I have the certificate, I don't need to create another one. So here I will select the node. Great. Here for the node, common name, it's by default put you the FQDN. He will take the FQDN from the administration when you join it. It's is.ccie.local, so leave it as it is. Organization unit, anything, put anything like, for example, ICT, organization, MEC, city, Abu Dhabi, state, AD, country, UA. Okay, key type RSA, yes, I wanted the encryption to be RSA, key length 248. Okay, keep it 248, fair enough. Uh, just to sign with SHA 256. Okay, it's fine. Generate. Now, the minute I'm clicking generate, it's generating a certificate and it's telling me export. So yes, I want to export it. So this is the generated one. It's ISE multiuse.pem. Okay, save it. So I open containing folder, open the certificate itself. Okay, always in the format, keep the word wrap is there. So what I want to do, I want to take this certificate, the encoding of this certificate, and I want to generate a certificate, request a certificate from certificate authority to know that this is the ISE. Like I will go here, go back to the searcher. Okay. For this time, it's the request a certificate. Yes, I want to request a certificate. Advanced certificate request here. Inside the base 64 encoding, so I will paste what I copied. And the certificate template, I will use the template ISE pixel that I created here. Great. And I will submit it. So now, yes, make it base 64 encoding and download the certificate. Now, what I'm downloading the certificate is, this certificate is from the Certificate Authority, the server, having the encoding, the public key for the ISE, both together. So download is download now here. I will name it, rename, ISE certificate. Okay, let's go back to the ISE. Click again on the certificate signing request. So this is the CSR, just only ISE is knowing it. I exported and I combined it with this, so I want to bind certificate. When I binding certificate, browse. This is the iCert that just now I combined it with the CA. I will put it. Friendly name, iCert, the same. Okay. And I want it to be for pixel grade only. Submit. You remember that in the certificate authority, I used the template that I created, and the template should be having the user authentication and administration authentication. Okay, so that's why I did this platform, because Pixel Grid should have user authentication and administrator authentication platform. Submit. So the minute I submit it, it's removed from the certificate signing request, and you will find it in the system certificate, as I guess. Here, iCert, and this is used for Pixel Grid. Very, very good. Now, one more step is trusted certificate. I want to trust this certificate. Import, browse, iCert. Just for a sake, also no need for this step, but it's fine. So now the I is here. Now let's go to Pixel Grid here. I'm done. Okay. Now any communication will be happened, or any integration will be happen between the server, the certificate authority, and the ISE will be securely. Let's go to Pixel Grid services to see what services it has here. Okay. Now these services actually that it has by default in the ISE. So when I'm joining FMC, one more two services will appear for me here. But here I have a problem. I have no connectivity to Pixel Green node, client status unreliable. Why this? I don't know, but let me go to settings to make automatic approval for that. Here, automatic approval new certificate based. Please click this. Anything want to join, so automatically it will be approved. You don't need to make it manually. Yes. Okay. Fail to upgrade grid settings on the server. com.cisco.cmp model grid inspection. No connectivity to Proxy grid. Okay. Go to license. Let's see what in the license we have. VM. Okay. Administration, licensing. Okay, Cisco Smart. What's wrong now? Okay, the plus is here, and the evaluation is remaining. So all the licenses are. What's going on? Traditional license. Again, Cisco licensing. License is up and running. Everything is fine. And the plus is here, so make sure plus for Pixel Grid is here. So base, okay, it's I have 84 there, 89, sorry. Plus also, so everything is fine. So why Pixel Grid is not connected to CCIE? Okay, now it's connected via ISE dot blah blah blah. Okay, it's fine. Now it's connected. I don't know why it was not connected before. You should see this green. So let's go again for settings. Okay, now it's fine. Recon automatically approve a new certificate-based account. So this is what I said, like when FMC will join it, so I don't need to go manually to approve it, so it will be approved automatically. Yes. Okay, so it's saved right now. So we are fine for this. The certificates has been done between the ISE and the Service Authority of the server. Now we will go to the FMC. Okay, in the FMC here, integration, setting integration. Before doing the integration on these certificates, I want to make realm or realm. I don't know the pronunciation for this is a little bit difficult actually. So let's go to. I hear some guys saying realm and another guy saying realm. So I don't know. You can pronounce it as what you want, but the best thing is to know how to do this. So new realm. Okay, let's say Active Directory, type Active Directory, add the primary domain, yes, ccie.local, add join username, administrator, at ccie.local, password, for the administrator password, directory username, the same, administrator, let's use it. Directory password. Okay. Base DN. So this could be DC equal CCIE, comma, DC equal local. copy the same of the group DNA. Okay, it's member, yes, member. Let's press OK. Okay, now it's automatically send me to create a directory. So directory is I want to tell the FMC what is the IP address for the server 192.168.30.200. Okay, no certificates, make it simple. Okay, save. So I have the directory decided. Great. Let me modify here. User download. Click here. Okay. Save. Again. Let's see. User download. Nothing. Cancel. Sorry. Make it on from here. State on. Enabling the airline. Okay. Modify. User download. Okay, now you have to click on download now. Okay. So it's downloading now. So domain users admin. Let me take them all for the time being. Shift. I hear this warning. Actually, I removed the setting for the RAM for you to just remind you how to do all the process all in all. Okay, now it's here. Admin, save. Okay, great. So let me check one thing. VLAN configuration, test. Okay, testing, joining the domain, it's fine. Let me go to the Active Directory computers and to see if the FMC became here or not. Well, the refresh. Great, FMC now also joined to the server. Sorry. So we are fine. Now, the real work. In the identity sources, previously we were enabling the user agent. No, but this time we want to make it for identity service engine. Okay, forget about here. When you click this, you will be having this as an empty because I was doing like several testing. Okay, so what I want is I want a certificate for best degree. Okay, and MNT server also. MNT, this is actually for monitoring and downloading the bulk of the user. This is responsible for that. So mainly we will use the same certificate for that. This will be a certificate for the server. First time we download it, the CA server, we download the certificate and we install it inside the ISE, right? This server, I want to install it here in the FMC. Let's go, for example, in the object management. Let me open another tab, object management. Okay. In the PKI, First of all, internal CAs. Or no, let me install internal certificates. No, and the trusted certificate, sorry. I'm sorry. And the trusted certificate. In the trusted certificate, just add trusted CA. Name it anything like root ADCA. Browse. You remember this is ADCA. This is the one that I have to insert it here. It's generating the key now, the public key, and save. So root ADCA, remember the name. Okay, now I trusted the CA certificate, yes. So internal CAs, I will generate a self-signed request, generate a CA. Okay, let me name it FMC 1989. Great. Country name UAE. State provisions, I don't know. Location or city, Abu Dhabi. Organization, MEC. Organization and department, ICT. SIC. Okay. Common name, the same, FMC 1989. Great. And I will click here in the generate CR. So in the generate CR here, I have to copy this public key, and I have to go to the CA, and the CA I think is up. Yes, the CA here. Go back to the search. Okay, request a certificate, advanced request. I will paste it here, the same what I did with the ISE, if you remember, and please put it in the same platform, ISE basically. Submit. Base 64, we're working with base 64. Download certificate. So the certificate now is downloaded down. Show in folder. Go and rename it. So rename it FMC with FMC. Let's simplify it. Okay. So go back to the, where is it? Yes, here. Okay. Click OK. So now FMC 1989 is here. So I will modify it. Okay. I will click install certificate. Browse. I will bind it with the FMC that I put it here. That just now I created the FMC. Anyone did not see it. Just for a sec, this the FMC that I did it right now. This is what I insert. Okay, and save. Okay, now this is associate and string view. The common name is this is from the server. It's fine. So I bind, like how I bind the ISE with the CA. Now I bind it this both together. Now one more last step. I think I will modify the FMC 1989, and I need to download. Okay, here string view put password. Put any password. I will put in my case 123. Anything. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Now it will download here a certificate with you. This certificate has two things, public key and the private key, as we did in the user agent. So I have to segregate the public key from the private key. You can use it with the OpenSSL software, or you can do one thing good here. Let me open another browser. Just write SSL convert. Okay, here SSL chopper. Okay, here we go. This thing you just insert your file key. I will insert it here. Yeah, this is the one with a strange name, and it has here a key. It means protected by private key. Okay, so it's reading it automatically. Put the password that you put it 1, 2, 3, and convert certificate. So now this certificate is converted and it's here right now. Just only what I need is I want to open it on the notepad. Not always. Okay, leave it as it is. Let me go to FMC, press OK. Let's go to internal certificates. In the internal certificates, I will add internal cert. Okay, here it's telling me put the private, the public key here, the above the public key, and the down is the private key. Okay, that I associated. First of all, I need to name it like FMC dash ISE 1 or ISE 1989. Yeah. I don't want to browse. I just what I will do here. Just be careful with me. For the public key, in the certificate here from the begin. Okay. So forget about one and take the dashes, begin until down. There is yes end here before BAG. Okay, so you will take it with the dashes here. Okay, copy. I'll make it slowly for you to just when you are following me, do not confuse yourself. So this is the public is here. And now in the private, let me go. The private here, it's begin the private key. Also from here, the dashes without the arrow, and go down until end of private key. Yes. Copy. Go back. Pay the private key. And now it's saying you are fine. Press OK. So now I insert FMC ISE 1898. Great. Let's go back to here. So primary hostname, this is the IP address for the ISE, and it will be 192.168.40.200. Okay. Secondary, if you have a backup one. Now as I guess it was AD. Wait. I forget the name for it. Imagine. What I name it, guys? Okay, very simple. Trusted CAs. And the trusted CAs, I name it. I don't know how I forget it actually. It was AD root something, but no problem. I will just put it again. It will be here. Okay. It will be AD 1989. Oh, no, 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 no. AD 1989. Again, browse the file because maybe it missed one hashes or something. I don't want to. Okay. Why there is error? I think because I trusted before, I cannot do it again. AD 1989. Okay. Object with the same already exists. Cancel. So for me, doesn't matter. I will use any certificate from this here and we will see. Get me. Okay. Uh, and here it was FMC. Now for the empty again, it will be the same. 1CA. Okay. For this, it will be FMC ISE. What I name it is FMC ISE 189. Okay. FMC ISE. It's not appearing here. FMC ISE. What's going on? This should not take all this time. Why it's not appearing right now? Let me pause a while. Okay, just what I did is I refreshed the page. Maybe it's not loaded inside. Great, let's continue. This should be selected. And the SXP topic, actually, this is related to the SGT. We'll come to it later. Let's test the connectivity. Okay, it's failure. Let me see the log. Okay, connecting to ISE server, connecting to ISE server. Okay, testing connectivity host. Okay, it's fine. It's starting SSL handshake. Complete SSL handshake. Okay, handshake is fine. Negotiation finished successfully. Great. So the certificate is fine. Still PXE connection connected. Okay, it's connected to PXE. Control. Sorry, it's okay. Approved. Connect code. Okay, fine. Successful subscribe. So the client also successfully subscribe. Okay, so everything is fine until now. Preparing one page result for session. Successfully connect to ISE server. Starting bulk download. Okay, bulk download. Connecting help. It's not your time right now. Okay. Bulk download. Ethernet failed. Reset error could not resolve hostname. Failed to validate bulk download. Okay. This is for the bulk download. So if I remove this selection and I will try. Okay, it succeeded. Great. Of course, I need for this, and also I need for this. The test here, the failure is saying that FMC failure, FMC cannot resolve. Here down. Bulk download is fixed. Where is it? Okay, here. These two. Bulk download could not resolve host name, failed to. Okay. For FMC and ISE, they should communicate to each other. Okay, with the proper FQDN, like fmc.ccie.local, ISE.ccie.local. Now, let me go to the server and to open a command line and to ping the names. Ping ISE.ccie.local. Great. So DNS cannot resolve it. Also ping fmc.ccie.local. Cannot. Perfectly. So let's go to check the DNS. Now to see what's going on. Forward lookup in the ccie.local. Okay, you can see here. Okay, the server is here. This is the PC that we joined. It's in the DNS. This is another PC. This is PC1. But our FMC and ISE is not here. Please right click, new host A or AAA. Very simple. Name, ISE, ISE. Okay. IP address. 192.168.40.200. This is for the eyes. Yes. Okay. Done. So eyes is here right now. New host. FMC. Just I'm telling the DNS to resolve the name. The fmc.ccie.local associated with this IP address 192.168.100.2. Add. Okay. Done. So eyes and FMC is here right now. Let me ping again. Ping. It's not pinging. Let me go to eyes admin. Ping. fmc.ccie.local. Okay, it's pinging right now. It's resolving. It's fine. So let me go to the and press OK, and hopefully this time it will work. Great. Now it's succeeded, and everything is fine. So it was a domain name. Let me click SXP topic and make a test. Also the pixel is okay. So now it's saving. We did it successfully with the certificate. Now just I want to show you one last step here. If you go to the pixel, okay, you remember I told you will find more two things. The first one will be online and second one is offline. This is normal and it's approved automatically. Why it's approved automatically? Because I enabled in the settings here this automatically approve a new certificate based account. If I didn't check this, so I have to go by this and to click approve here, but I don't need to do for that. So now ISE is dismiss the download now. ISE is integrated through a certificate, through a PKI, and FMC also using the certificate authority. And next video we will continue how to use the benefit of ISE. We will try to let the client to join to the ISE, and after that we will see how we will apply the rule and access policy on it. I hope actually this is not an easy. You have to watch it, and even like for me, it's like several complications happen. So, but I hope it's informative and it's very nice topic. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share, and see you soon.